everyone, we're back with lesson 6.8 in chapter 6 in fractions. We are learning about patterns with fractions, and we're going to talk about this word problem. And it says Mr. Patrick wants to develop a new chili recipe for his restaurant. This can be found on page 395 of your book. Each batch he makes uses a different amount of chili powder. The first batch uses 3.5 ounces. The second uses 4 5/6 ounces, and the third uses 6 1/6 ounce. The fourth uses 7.5 ounces. If this pattern continues, how much chili powder will he use in the sixth batch? Now, you can find a pattern in the sequence by comparing one term with the next term. So all that's really saying is you take these two terms right here. They're looking for a pattern. So that means it's a set measurement between each factor. So all we have to do is, you see how they increase. So that means you can find the answer by subtracting one factor from another. And that will give you the repeated pattern. Now, right here they give you the answer. It's 1 2/6. But I want to show you that 4 5/6 minus 3.5. Okay, so the 5/6 is going to equal, it's going to stay 5/6 because our LCM is 6. Okay, and 1/2 is going to turn into 3/6. And you subtract that and you get 2/6. Then over here you have 4 minus 3, which is 1. So there's where they got the 1 2/6 from. So in order to find out these next couple of patterns, you would have to add 1 2/6 to each fraction. So you already have your LCM, so you know what you're adding. You're adding 1 2/6. So you would put 7 1/2 plus 1 2/6. So I will show you the work over here. 7.5 plus 1 2/6. Now we know we have to change our denominator. So this is going to be 6. You multiply it by 3. So 3/6 plus 2/6 is 5/6, 7, 8. So our next pattern will be 8 5/6. Okay, and then you would add 1 2/6 to 8 5/6. So again, you have 8 5/6 plus 1 2/6. Now we know 5 plus 2 is 7. 7/6. And we know that that's going to equal 1 1/6. So 8 plus 1 is 9. And then you're going to add the 1 1/6 to 9. So it's going to be 10 1/6. So it's going to be 10 1/6. And you can complete the rest of the pattern. You can figure out these too. So down here it asks you, what is the rule? In the sequence increasing or decreasing from one term to the next? Well, we look at the numbers. Are the numbers going up or down? Okay, so we can say they are increasing and it says explain. Okay, we all love that word explain. Explain means simply what you just did. Each term is increased by 1 2/6. Okay, so the rule is add 1 2/6. So that's all you do for patterns. You just figure them out by subtracting or adding to the next one if you need to. So let's turn the page. Okay, we are on page 396, part A. Write the rule for the sequence, then find the unknown term. Okay, so let's look. 1 12th, then 5/6, blank 1/3 and 1/12. Would those numbers be increasing or decreasing? Well, we start with a whole number and we go down to less than a whole number. So we are decreasing. So that means we're going to subtract. So we know our rule is to subtract. But the problem is we don't know exactly what we're subtracting at. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the 1 and the 1/12 and subtract 5/6. Okay, let's split those up. Our LCM is going to be 12. So 1/12 stays the same. Minus times 2. We can't do that, can we? We have to borrow from the 1. So you got to add 12 twelfths. So it becomes 13 twelfths minus 10 twelfths. So 10 minus 13 is 3 twelfths. So now this can be reduced to 1/4. So your answer will be we subtract 3 twelfths or 1/4 for each sequence. Okay, that is how you subtract and find the pattern for this lesson. So what I want you to do is I want you to complete page 397, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, on 1, 2, 3, and 4, you have to tell me the rule, whether it's increasing or decreasing. And then 5, 6, 7, and 8, write the 4 terms of the sequence. They tell you the rule. So you need to figure out what the sequence are. Okay, when it says start with 5 3/4, you start with 5 3/4. That's the first number that you start with. Then you subtract 5/8 from this number. And you follow the rules for 7, 6, and 8. Then I also want you to complete page 399, 1 all the way through 8, all of them. Okay, if you need to go over this again, please feel free to rewatch this video, and I hope you have a good night.